Hi everyone, my name is Emily Scharf, and I'm going to be a senior at Adrian College in Adrian, Michigan this fall. I have conducted some research and put together a short presentation to share various tips for how you can improve your communication skills. For many people, communication skills come naturally, while others find it crippling to initiate small talk or have a serious conversation with a boss, an employee, or even a loved one. However, no matter where you fall on the spectrum, you can always discover new tips and tricks to improve your communication skills. Even if these tips aren't new, it never hurts to check in with yourself and make sure you are practicing these skills. Communication is a necessary part of everything we do, and having strong communication skills is so important to our success in life. There are many different ways to improve, but learning to listen, thinking before you speak, and watching your body language are among some of the most important. Here are some different tips and tricks to get you thinking about yourself as a communicator and how you can apply these skills to your everyday life. Number 1. Learn to listen. This is probably the single most important quality to work on when learning to become a strong and effective communicator. While holding a conversation with another person, it becomes evident when you aren't paying attention to what they are saying. If someone spends 5 minutes talking to you and then asks you a question or an opinion about the topic and you don't know how to reply, it is usually because you weren't listening to them and you were off in your own world. This is very frustrating for people, and they know when they do not have your undivided attention. A good way to show someone that you are listening to them is to ask for clarifications if you do not fully understand something. This can help you avoid any misunderstandings. You can ask questions such as, "What do you mean when you say," or "Is this what you mean?" Also, take note of the concept of active listening. This is when you are aware that you are giving your undivided attention to someone, and it is a skill that can be practiced. Do not let your mind wander off into daydreaming or contemplate hypothetical situations, as this is common for many of us. Keep eye contact with the person you are speaking to if you are situated face to face. This is another way to show someone you care about what they are saying. You should also take note to not interrupt someone when they are talking to you. Listen to what they have to say and do not fully formulate your response until you have gotten all the key points of their conversation. The person you are speaking to should be the most important thing in your life at the moment, and you should do everything in your power to show them you care. By learning to become a better listener, you can improve your relationships with others as well as become a better persuader and negotiator. Number 2, think before you speak. If necessary, take some time to process what the person has said to you. This is a skill that may or may not require a lot of practice, depending on the person. A good way to start is to do some self-reflecting on your own communication skills and previous experiences. Think back to a time when you did not know what you wanted to say. How did you feel? You were probably pretty embarrassed and wished you could go back and try it again. Take these accidents and learn from them. Take note of when you may have upset someone and how that made them feel. Odds are you probably didn't mean to make them feel that bad. You just weren't thinking before you spoke. You can use the word think itself as an acronym to help you decide if you should say something. Use the letters T. Is it true? H. Is it helpful? I. Is it inspiring? N. Is it necessary? K. Is it kind? If the answer is no to any of these questions, your opinion should probably be left unsaid. Number 3, watch your body language. Just like verbal communication, nonverbal forms of communication such as body language are just as important. Approximately 55% of all communication is done through nonverbal gestures, such as the way we sit or stand, our facial expressions, how much eye contact we make, and how close we are situated to the other person. Even remaining silent is sending a nonverbal message to another person. Some ways to practice nonverbal communication skills are to keep your posture up and do not make yourself appear smaller than you are. Fill up the space you are in and always make enough eye contact. You can use your own body language to show someone you are engaged in what they are saying. Try using gestures such as nodding occasionally, smiling, and other facial expressions. Keep your posture open and interested, and encourage the speaker to continue with small verbal comments such as yes or uh-huh. The way you look, listen, move, and react tells a person how interested you are in what they are saying and whether or not you are being truthful. When nonverbal signs and gestures match up with what you are saying, it indicates trust and reassurance for the speaker. When they don't match, this can generate tension and mistrust between the speaker and listener. In order to improve your nonverbal communication skills, you must be aware of your actions and check in from time to time to see if you are showing these qualities. Remember, learning to listen, thinking before you speak, and tuning into your body language are only 3 quick tips for how you can become a stronger and more efficient communicator. These skills take practice, so don't get upset if you find yourself struggling in a certain area. All in all, there are many ways you can improve your communication skills, but these are good starting points. I consider these to be the basic necessities when communicating with others, and once you've mastered these skills, you can apply them to your everyday life in so many ways. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you found this information beneficial.